this video is regarding the interview questions. So I'm thinking I should make some informative videos as well after getting a lot of emails, after getting a lot of TikTok messages in my inbox. Aside from the nursing jokes and whatever, even though those jokes are reality, but aside from those things, I can make some videos regarding the interview questions. So my first video in this series is the interview questions. I was also one of you finding jobs continuously and did not get any job and just scrolling TikTok videos about the interview questions, what they are asking and all that stuff. Okay, before going forward, I just want to make sure I am not a mentor, I am not an instructor, not expertise. I'm just a simple girl like you. But yes, I have the raw experience. I have given so many interviews, so I know how does it feels. Like on TikTok video, you can talk a lot, but when it's in real life situation, it's a bit different. So first of all, this video is regarding only the questions, not the answers. So we are talking about long-term care, not the hospital one. I found that long-term care interview questions are different from the hospital jobs. So this series is regarding long-term care. So first question is, as always, talk about yourself, your experience. That's okay. If I talk about experience, they will mainly ask you about geriatric experience. Do you have experience in long-term care? How do you handle end of life? How do you handle palliative care? And in palliative care, how do you handle families? And they can ask you, tell me a time when you advocate your resident. This is the very most important question, and I got this question a lot of time, like how do you advocate your residents' need? Next, they will ask you about the family. If a family member is dissatisfied from your care, how would you like to deal with this situation? Next question is, if you have staff shortage, how would you deal with it? If you are a charge nurse or nurse on the floor and you don't have PSW or any staff shortage, how would you tackle the situation? Happens a lot of time on the floor. Next is, if you are a charge nurse, and how do you prioritize your work according to the situation? Most important thing, if your resident had a fall, what is your documentation? How would you document that fall, and what is your take? What you will do if this fall is serious? So what's your responsibilities? Next is, describe a time when you made a mistake and how did you handle it? Next question, which they asked me, if you're working in the hospital and long-term care, both the places, so they will ask you about which place is most suitable, and they will ask you about the comparison. So if you're giving interview about long-term care, always make sure emphasize long-term care, not the hospital. I know hospital is the acute care, but always emphasize long-term care, because you are the only charge RN over there and your responsibilities are huge. Rather than in hospital, you can find help and all that stuff, but in long-term care, it's only you who are taking care of all the stuff. So in long-term care, families and residents should be your main goal. Just focus on families and resident care. Whenever you are preparing your interview questions, make sure that you have that experience in your mind. I never ever answer according to whatever Google is saying or whatever. I'll always give answers whatever I had experience in my past. So basically, we all have experienced different kind of things on the main floor, and I try to utilize those experiences in my interview. Keep your interview raw and practical. Try to be comfortable with the interviewer in the beginning, and they always talk with you so that you can be comfortable during the interview. So you should try to be comfortable with them as well. These are my interview questions. So I'll make another video for the hospital, and I don't want to make this video too long. I hope this helped.